Hey there guys, Reckoning here, welcome back to Let's Read Katawa Shoujo. Last time, we made it rain. Okay, no, we didn't make it rain, but it rained. And we went to the Shanghai, and we had cake. That's most of what happened. And you remember how I said in the last one that we might get to Act 3 in this one? Yeah, scratch that. As I'm sure you guys know, this novel's broken up into scenes. Well, it's broken up into paths, arcs, and scenes. Each arc has, a number of scenes within it, all with different names. And I remember episode 5, I was able to get through like 3 or 4 scenes. So I figured, by that logic, we might get to Act 3 in this episode that we are in right now. And then I checked with my database, which is my old computer, which has Katawa Shoujo on it with, 100%. It's got all the scenes and everything unlocked. And I saw that we only got to... we haven't even finished the second one. So yeah, that last episode was not even 2 full scenes. Dandy. So now that I've wasted enough of your time, let me waste even more by beginning this episode. It takes a few minutes to get Yuko's attention, but we pay and get out pretty quickly. So, do you want to return to the park? My jaw nearly drops. Are you kidding? It's probably going to rain again. In fact, I think I just felt some raindrops. You may be right. Well, okay, I'll let you off the hook this time, but you owe me a picnic now. Got it? I don't know if she's addressing me, Ren, or with both of us. Fine. Now hurry up, I wanted to get some laps on the track, and it would be nice to do it without the rain. I thought this was your day off. Well... Amy suddenly seems reluctant to explain herself. I need to practice. And I need to burn off that cake anyway. Why did I get the feeling that she's leaving us something out? Well, she kinda is. She kinda is leaving something out. But I can't really explain that because it's massive spoilers. We'll get to it eventually. You sure it wasn't that much cake? No, it wasn't that much cake for you. I ate most of it. She's got a point there. Still, I feel like I should at least offer to run with her. God damn it! Ah, fuck. Now I need to go see what I should pick. Okay, now, you see, this decision does not actually affect anything. I was going for Bill Cosby and I turned into Christopher Walken. What the fuck? Now, you see, the rap gives the brain damage. Pudding pops. Pokemon's kind of like Jello pudding. Actually, it's more like Kodak film. Actually, Pokemon's like a new Coke. It'll be around forever. Anyway, the next 2 decisions, counting this one, don't actually, well, according to the guide I'm using, don't add or take away from anything. The one after that does do something. So, let's run with her. Hey, I'll run with you. Might as well, right? And make sure Emmy shakes her head empathetically. No, you won't, Hisao. Rest is critical for you, remember? I won't allow you to push yourself too hard. I guess she's better at giving advice than taking it. Whatever you say, Emmy. I think it's probably best not to press the issue. Fucking slow down right now! No! More slowdown, no! As we approach the girls' dormitory, it starts to rain again. And then Reckoning's recording slowed down. Emmy's expression sours slightly. Oh man. Stupid brain. It'll let up soon enough. You can go running then, right? Emmy snorts, seemingly amused. Like I'm not gonna run in the rain. Well, you shouldn't. You could catch a cold. Emmy waves her hand airily. Ridiculous. I don't get colds. My immune system is far too strong for something like that. I can't help but laugh. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then, okay? Yeah. Thanks for coming. Oh, and for carrying the picnic basket. I'll bring it for lunch tomorrow. We can have a picnic on the roof. Sounds good to me. See you then. Emmy grabs the basket from me and shoots through the door. Rin gives me a sort of half nod and ambles inside as well. Damn, it's wet out here. Yeah, it's awful slow. Actually, it's not slowing down now. Just kind of convenient. I need to get back to my room and instantly dry clothes. I'm soon in front of my door, but I'm interrupted by the sudden appearance of Kenji, who appears to be carrying a stack of books. Hey man, give me a hand, would you? Huh? The books are unceremoniously dumped into my arms as Kenji fumbles with his room key. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. If you weren't around, I'd have to keep my door unlocked, and that's just begging for trouble. The perfect opportunity to set up an ambush, or maybe just plant a bomb if they don't want to get their hands too dirty. Probably don't. Afraid they'll break a nail or something if they have to stab me. Women. My mind thinks about digesting the verbal torrent that's just been unleashed, but elects to remain comfortably in the dark. Anyway, where you been, man? I could use some help carrying these books back from the library. I knocked on your door, but you weren't there. Oh, sorry. Not really. You appear to think I'm some kind of pack mule. I was out with Emmy and Ren. Kenji staggers back in shock. Big surprise. It looks like I just shot his dog, if he had a dog, of course. The limbless ladies again? What'd you do this time? Well, we went up at the Shanghai. I'm prevented from continuing by a sudden exclamation of despair. The Shanghai? Why the Shanghai? No, man. Man, you just can't go to the damn Shanghai. It's the most dangerous place in the city. A veritable stronghold of their best agents. I know, I've met them. They'll stop at nothing to lull you into a false sense of security, and then BAM! He hits the door for emphasis. Well, it's gone. Bus pass, gone. Identity, fucking gone, man! Promise me you won't go there again. He seems so vehemently opposed to the idea of the Shanghai that I'm willing to lie a little in order to get to my room. Sure, I won't go there again. Or at least I won't ever tell you I've gone there again. This seems to mollify my bespectacled companion. Good. Sorry to come on so strong, but I know the danger there too well to let you just wander into the lion's den again. Got out of there alive once, but twice is pushing it. Yeah, well, I need to get changed and do homework, so I'll see you later. Huh? Oh, sure, whatever. I suddenly remember that I'm still holding his books. You'd better take these. I catch a glimpse of one of the titles, something about cryptography. That comes into play later. What a weirdo. Kenji grabs his precious cargo from me and disappears through his doorway. I open my own door and walk in, grateful to get out of my soaking wet clothes. The rain outside picks up, and I find myself hoping that Emmy's not out running in this weather. She seems so adamant about doing the run alone. I can't help but wonder if her leg's still bothering her. I try to remember whether or not I've seen her limping at all today, but I can't. Guess I was too caught up in enjoying the day, even if it did rain on us. As I think back over the events of the day, I keep finding myself focusing on my running partner. Her complete refusal to allow the rain to spoil her plans was incredibly cute. But there was something else there, too. Sort of an unflappable attitude when it comes to enjoying the day as it comes. I really like that quality. Maybe I need to do a little of that myself. That Kenji part was fantastic. Fucking God, man. Fucking God. I have some of the best voices. The sound of my alarm brings me out of a dream involving pirates and some other stuff I can't really remember. I'm a little bleary-eyed, and it feels like it takes me longer than usual to get dressed and down to the track. I glance at my watch and realize that I was right, and in fact I'm running a little late. The thing is, there's no Emmy. That's odd. She would be here. Should. She definitely should be here. I mean, I was late. Guess I wasn't the only one who had trouble getting up this morning. The thought crosses my mind that it never quite stopped raining yesterday. Did she go running anyway? It seems likely. Emmy's a lot of things, but cautious isn't one of them. She probably figured the rain wouldn't stop, and that's why she was so animate about running alone. Still, I would have gladly run with her, even if it was in the rain. Heck, I would have been able to convince her to come in at once it got really bad. That would be why she didn't want me along, of course. Even so, I can't help wanting to know where she is. Well, that's before. I'd better stretch and run and hope that Emmy shows up with a grin and excuse. On my cooldown lap, I'm forced to admit that Emmy isn't showing up. Furthermore, I have no idea where she is. Anxiety gnaws at me while at the same time I wonder just why I'm so worried over her. The run helped me take my mind off it for a little while, but now that I'm finished, I'm back to worrying. That could be considered an important line, actually. But you would have to know the story to know what I'm getting at. It was weird not having her here. Downright unnerving. It suddenly dawns on me that I've been running to hang out with Emmy as much as I've been running to stay healthy. Probably more to be with Emmy now that I think of it. It's one of those things that are completely obvious, yet somehow I never realized it. She really is someone I enjoy being with. As revelations go, it's hardly world-shaking. All the same, I find myself feeling slightly shocked. When did this happen? Well, no time to think about this, though I want to ponder this new development. I have a greater desire to find out what's happened to Emmy. I'll ask the nurse when I stop in to see him. Well, you seem to be in good shape, Sal. That's good to hear. I replace my shirt and stand to leave, as usual. Except instead of leaving, I ask a question. Hey, where's Emmy? She didn't show up this morning. Is she okay? While I try valiantly to conceal the anxiety in my voice, the nurse's expression suggests that I failed miserably. You mean she didn't tell you? She's sick in bed. What? Sick? The nurse shrugs. Yeah, she came to my office early this morning with a fever. To be honest, I'm surprised she made it here. She was burning up when she arrived. I believe she planned to let you know, but then she asked me to tell you. Oh, shoot! The nurse gives me a sheepish smile that seems at least partially sincere. I told her I'd stop by the track to let you know in case she forgot to. Sorry about that. We don't need to tell Emmy I forgot, right? I returned the nurse's smile with a devious one of my own. Oh, of course not. This is fine blackmail material. I'll save it for whenever I need a favor from you. The nurse laughs. Well, I guess I deserve that. But you know, I've got tons of blackmail on you that you're not even aware of. So don't push your luck, okay? My expression earns another laugh from the nurse. I'm just kidding you, Sal. But seriously, don't tell Emmy I forgot, okay? Your secret is safe with me. Oh, good. Now go on, get out of here. Wait, I've got one more question. Shoot. Is she going to be okay? Oh yeah, definitely. Her fever was high, but it was already starting to go down by the time she came by my office. I'll probably check up on her again at lunch to be sure, but I expect she'll be up and about by the evening no matter what I tell her. Maybe I should visit her after class. It takes me a second to realize I've spoken aloud. The nurse raises an eyebrow and gives me a searching glance for a moment. Well, it might not be a bad idea. You could let me know if she's taking a turn for the worse, I guess. But no funny business, you got it? I know what med you're on, after all. I think that's a threat against my life, but I'm not sure. Either way, I assure the nurse that my intentions are... Okay, I don't know this fucking word. What the fuck? My intentions are, that word, and exit the office. Interesting that the nurse sees me as some sort of potential suitor to Emmy. Even more interesting is how pleased that it makes me feel. I need a shower. The lunch bell rings and I find myself disinclined to make my way up to the roof. After all, I'm betting Rin knows where Emmy is, and if that's the case, then I doubt she'd bother going up there. More to the point, I doubt we'd have any sort of scintillating conversation if she did. Chances are she'd prefer to be alone up there anyway, so I don't accidentally ruin her train of thought or something. Unfortunately, I don't really feel like heading to the cafeteria either. Guess I'll go to the library instead. I need a new book to read anyway, having finished my other one yesterday before bed. Maybe I can find more by the same author. I love libraries. They smell like dust and paper and ink. All these stories and facts and opinions crowded together in one place makes the air come alive with potential. I'm not sure how to navigate Yamaku's library yet, having mostly stuck to books I brought with me, so I searched for the librarian to ask for help. I suppose she's not around. Can't believe it. Yuko, looking rather distracted, suddenly emerges from one of the aisles. Excuse me. Oh, can I help you? Actually, I was looking for a book. So am I. Advanced Cryptography. We just got it in and now it's gone missing. Really? It's gone missing. Anybody remember that book that Kenji had? Or one of them? It said something about cryptography? What if that has anything to do with it? Spoiler alert, anyway. Well, spoiler alert's kind of late, don't you think? Damn it! Oh well. I really wanted to read that one. Cryptography? Yeah, that is... This guy I knew. No. Not sure how to describe it. Skip to the end. He got me interested in cryptography only now the book's gone, and I think it's been stolen. Sounds pretty terrible. Yeah, especially because now I have to search the whole library for it, even though it's probably not even here. You seem busy. A little. She dashes off down another aisle, and I resign myself to finding my own damn book. Plenty of choices. Oh, come on, how did I get lost? These aren't even printed books, they're all in Braille. I guess that makes sense in a school like this, but honestly, it's a little annoying. I'm sorry, is someone there? Oh. Didn't know we were going to run into Lily here. A lilting voice drifts out from behind one of the cubicles set up for research. As I approach, I see that Lily's been reading a book while I've been stomping around about the aisles. Oh no, I should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make so much noise. My, is that you, Hisao? I've not heard from you in quite some time. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten all about me. Sorry. Lily laughs in that refined manner of hers and shakes her head. I'm only teasing you, Hisao. From what I hear, you've been busy. Morning runs with Emi Ibarazaki and lunch on the rooftop, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Guess word gets around pretty quickly. That, and I can't coax poor Hanako on the roof anymore. You three are always up there claiming the spot for yourselves. She chides me gently, though it's pretty clear she's just teasing me again. Still, I feel an odd need to apologize. Sorry, we could eat lunch somewhere else if it's a real problem. Oh no, I wouldn't worry about it. Hanako and I have other things to do with lunch too, such as reading the library, as you can see. Oh, Hanako's here too? I didn't see her. Lily smiles a bit enigmatically. Oh, she's around somewhere. But I'm surprised to say you're in here instead of up there. What brings you to the library? Well, Emmy's ill, so there's no lunch on the rooftop to keep me occupied. Lily raises an eyebrow at my statement before giving another chuckle. My, poor Rin must feel left out. It's not like that. Ah, but I'm sure it isn't. Emmy tends to be the life of whatever group she's in. It's a shame to hear she's fallen ill. Will she be okay? Somehow I get the feeling that Lily's just inquiring out of politeness, but I respond anyway. The nurse thinks so. I'm going to swing by and see how she's doing after school myself. Another raised eyebrow. My, what a noble gentleman you are, Hisao. It's nothing really, just checking up on my friend after all. Ah, so it's just friends, is it? How disappointing. I blush, glad that Lily can't see it. But somehow she knows that I've been flustered by her comment anyway and laughs. I'm sorry, Hisao. I'm just teasing you again. Please do tell Emmy that I hope she feels better, won't you? A glance at my watch reveals that I'm very nearly out of time to find my book. Of course. Hey, I gotta find a book before lunch is over, so I'd better get moving. See you later. That was probably not the best phrase to use. Lily, however, takes my gaffe in stride. Until we meet again, Hisao. So fucking elegant! I'm off the wall. I never do find the book I was looking for, but I walk out with something else instead. My stomach growls slightly, letting me know that I should have had something for lunch. Oh well. I'll grab something before I visit Emmy later. It seems as if time has decided to slow down for the express purpose of annoying the hell out of me. Class feels like it drags on for ages. I suspect that my being consumed with worry probably has something to do with it. Blessedly, the bell rings and I dash out of class, drawing a few raised eyebrows, I'm sure. I've spent the majority of the day fretting as unobtrusively as I could. Even though the nurse thinks that Emmy's perfectly okay, I want to see for myself. It doesn't take long to get to the girls' dormitory and make my way to Emmy's room. Standing outside her door, I suddenly pause. What if she's resting? I'd hate to wake her up, especially if she's feeling ill. Then again, if she sleeps all day, then it could throw off her sleeping schedule. But rest is important if you're ill, isn't it? I can't decide what to do, so I settled for standing outside the door looking like an idiot. Then I hear Emmy's voice from behind the door. Thanks for your concern, but I really am okay. Is she talking to me? I'll see you at practice tomorrow. Guess not. Still, clearly she's not asleep, so I can knock without worry. So why this clenched feeling in my gut? I wasn't nervous about dropping by the other day, so why today? Granted, I still haven't really had time to figure out this newfound interest in Emmy's well-being. I don't have a lot of experience in the matter, of course, but certainly this seems to go beyond feelings of mere friendship. But could I take that step? Could I even bring myself to risk what I have right now? I mean, it's enough to be friends with her, isn't it? Either way, shouldn't I just open the door and see how she's doing? That's why I came here, right? What if she's not dressed yet? The image that flashes through my mind causes my heart to skip a beat. Literally. I should probably not ever think of those thoughts again. Not if I want to afford a heart attack. I suddenly realize I'm still standing in the hallway looking like an idiot. Emmy still seems to be in the middle of a conversation, but I knock anyway. Hopefully she won't mind the interruption. You worry too much. Come in, the door's unlocked. So it is. I open the door and step in, which is about where my thought process comes to a grinding halt. Emmy's sitting up in bed, her hair tousled from a day spent asleep. I think this is the first time I've seen her without those familiar beads in her hair. Her gym shirt and bloomers, obviously hastily pulled on before I came in, are creased and folded from less than proper storage. Her legs lay bare on the sheets. I've never seen Emmy without prosthetics before, yet here she is, slender legs terminating in stumps just below her knees. But as odd as the sight is, I find myself more captivated by everything north of the waist. It seems that Emmy had finished a conversation with whoever was on the phone with her, and is now watching my reaction closely out of her one open eye as she wipes sleep from the other. Her expression, far from being embarrassed, is rather one of surprisingly wide yawn, one perhaps appropriate from such a small mouth. A grin that for a brief moment seems almost flirtatious tugs at the corner of her mouth as she takes the sight of me in. I can do nothing but remain in a state fluctuating between fear, confusion, and not a little bit of lust. Emmy hastily sweeps her hair out of her eyes, fixing it back into place before addressing me. You seem a bit caught off guard, Sal. A wave of laughter erupts from her, and I find myself grinning and rubbing the back of my head ruefully. Sorry, I've just never seen someone so disheveled look so attractive. Never seen you without your legs on. Never seen you look so... sorry. Emmy giggles again and moves to sit up a little straighter. I'm caught up in the movements of her shirt, very nearly losing myself. I was wondering what your reaction would be. The nurse called and told me you were going to drop by, you see. And I know you haven't seen me, well, you know, without legs. I responded in a tone of casual surprise. Oh, you didn't have them on? I didn't notice. This is almost the truth. I very nearly didn't. I'm not trying to be suave or anything, mind you. Somehow I think Emmy would get offended by that. Instead, she sticks her tongue out at me and chucks a pillow on my head. Ass. I deftly catch the pillow and take careful aim before throwing. Emmy laughs and rolls to one side, dodging my shot, the shifting of her shirt distracting me enough so that the next thrown pillow hits me right between the eyes. Oof. I retaliate, of course. And once I retaliated twice, well, a war was bound to break out sooner or later. And really, when Emmy seems to have far better aim than me, well, it was just a matter of time before I'd have to resort to a suicidal charge. Gotcha! Eat! Bam! Smack! Biff! Yes, Biff! Funniest one's the Biff. What if I could see that again? Biff! Biff! Yeah, Biff! One more time! Biff! Okay, let's go. And once the charge was accomplished, well, of course, I'd have to wrestle the pillows away from her. Now, with that kind of structure, of course we wind up in this sort of position. and so I find myself staring down at her from my position atop her. She's grinning, eyes sparkling with amusement, maybe a little sweaty now from her tussle. Her chest is heaving up and down, suckling in air. Sucking in air, yeah. The small bit of my brain that's not currently enraptured by the sight and smell of her observes that she must still be ill, because her stamina's not what it should be. We stay that way for a while. I'm not sure how long, because everything seems to go fuzzy. Everything that isn't her, anyway. Her eyes meet mine, and deep inside them I almost catch a glimpse of, what, fear? Longing? Hope? Emmy? A cough suddenly convulses her, and I'm almost stumbling in my pace to get off, to apologize for everything. Sorry, I shouldn't have... It's fine, it's fine. She gives me a reassuring pat on the shoulder. So, what brings you here? She's still breathing hard, and that causes her voice to shake slightly. Well, before I was so rudely assaulted by pillows, I came to see how you were doing. Wham! This earns me another shove, and I very nearly fall off the bed. Amy's eyes sparkle again, and I wonder how I never noticed how attractive they are before. Consumed with worry, were you? Her tone is mocking, haughty, teasing. She throws her arm across her forehead dramatically, grin still apparent from underneath. Couldn't bear the thought of me lying deathly ill? As we both recover from our brief wrestling match, Emmy appears to fall back on teasing me. Well, I wouldn't say consumed with worry, but after you didn't show up this morning like a total wuss... Emmy pouts, crossing her arms petulantly and sticking her little lower lip out. It's not my fault. Nurse wouldn't allow it. Sure he wouldn't. I completely believe you. Emmy sticks her tongue out again. You're such a jerk, Sal. So how was your day then? Did you enjoy slacking off? Not really. The phone woke me up pretty early on. The phone? Yeah, the captain of the team called to make sure I was doing okay. Also to let me know it's okay to skip practice. Good, at least she wasn't alone all day. Someone checked up on her. Although I can't help but think that it should have been me. Oh, that's good. He really keeps an eye on you, huh? Emmy shrugs. It's his job. Part of being the captain means you know where your team members are when they're not in school. So I guess it was nice of him to call, huh? Yep, sure was. Emmy yawns and shimmies down into a more comfortable position. So how was your day? Kind of uneventful, you know? I went ahead and ran by myself and talked with the nurse about how you were doing. I meander through the day's events, none of which are particularly engrossing. That's when I'm distracted by an arm finding its way across my waist. It seems that Emmy fell asleep while I was talking, so I draw her blanket to cover us. She's rolled over onto her side, and now one leg is thrown over my legs, effectively trapping me. Hey. It seems a shame to wake her, but I have things to do. I gently shake her, but in response she only tightens her arm's grip on me and sighs a little. My resistance to this position crumbles rather quickly. The feeling of her body breathing steadily is both calming and incredibly stimulating at the same time. My breathing cannot decide if it wants to relax or speed up. Relaxation wins, and I find myself putting an arm around Emmy. I think I'm in love. The words slip out and hang in the air unnoticed. At least I hope they've gone unnoticed. Emmy whimpers weakly through a dream, and her grip suddenly tightens again. For the first time since I've known her, I see tears running down Emmy's face. It feels like my heart is about to break. I instinctively tighten my own grip and stroke her hair in what I hope is a soothing manner. Words of comfort, meaningless in this situation, spring to mind. Maybe I should wake her. You're supposed to wake people having nightmares? I can't for the life of me remember. The decision is taken away from me as Emmy suddenly drinks awake with a cry. Dad! This is more than I think I want to hear without her knowing. I quickly sit upright and gently shake her shoulder to stir her. Hey, you okay? What a silly question. Huh? What? Sal? She shakes her head as if to clear and quickly wipes her eyes. You had a nightmare, I think. Emmy shudders again and glances up at me a little cautiously, as if unsure whether or not she's actually up. Yeah, I guess so. Want to talk about it? A speedy internal debate seems to be going on in her head, which resolves itself with a shrug. Nah, I don't really remember much of it. I'm pretty sure she's lying to me, but somehow I don't think I should press the issue. Emmy shudders again and turns toward me, looking a little sheepish. Sorry for falling asleep on you like that. I keep my voice as soothing as I can. Hey, don't worry about it. You've been ill. Yeah, I guess that cold medicine's just made me a little drowsy. Guess so. Emmy does not strike me as the sort of person who would fall asleep at the drop of a hat. Ren, maybe. But Emmy's far too energetic. Emmy gives a half smile at my response, then just like that she's back to her old self. Well, prepare yourself for tomorrow morning, Asal. We'll have to go twice as hard to make up for today. But I went running this morning. No excuse. Oh, fine, I'll be ready for you. Emmy nods, satisfied. Good. I take this as my cue to exit. Well, I better get going, especially if I want to get enough sleep for tomorrow. I hop off the bed and head for the door. Hey, Sal? I pivot neatly on my heel and face Emmy. She opens her mouth to say something, then in another first, I see her falter slightly. She closes her mouth and opens it again. Thanks. For dropping by, I mean. You're kind of the first visitor I'd ever had who wasn't Ren. Now that's surprising. I would figure that Emmy'd have people dropping by all the time. She's certainly popular enough, or so I thought, always talking to people in the hallways. Emmy hesitates again. Thanks for staying around after I... well... A look of pain flits across her face. You know. It helped. She brightens back up and waves cheerily at me. See you tomorrow! Yeah, see you later. I'm just about to exit the door when something makes me turn around again. Hey, Emmy. Anytime you need to talk, let me know, okay? Emmy seems taken aback by this offer. Her grin gets even wider. Sure thing, Sal. See you in the morning. I exit Emmy's room with my head in a whirl. Should I have even left? Was she really okay? I want to turn around and march back down the hallway, open the door and tell her. Tell her I love her. Tell her I think she's beautiful. Tell her that I'll be there when she needs me. I want to stay with her, to hold her close as she falls back to sleep. How many nights has she woken up like that? Only to find that nobody's there. I want to be that person she can be with when that happens. It's a silly thought, I know. We don't know each other that well, do we? The whole idea, while exhilarating, also makes me feel worry. Worry, perhaps, that I'd overstep my bounds. And now to add to my troubles, it seems as if Emmy herself has already had an interest in someone else. This track captain of hers who seems so interesting in her well-being. True, I've only seen the two of them together a few times, but that doesn't change the fact that they seem better suited to one another. There's really nothing to be done about that. I need to take my mind off this whole situation. I've got homework to do. Maybe that will distract me. And with that, gangbuster, we will end this video off. So, next time on Let's Read Katawa Shoujo, we may actually get to Act 3. We only completed 2 scenes in this episode. But we might just get to Act 3 by the end of the next episode. So, until then, I'm Reckoning. You, the viewer, give me a like if you like this video. Give me a comment telling me whatever you want to tell me. And I will see you guys in the next one.